A major scale sounds like this. I just played one starting on the note C. You can also start one on the note D. And you have to be careful which black keys to play in order for it to sound like a D major scale. If I leave out the black keys, it would sound like this. That doesn't sound the same, and that's because it's no longer a major scale, because of the organization of the tones. Let's talk about why. When I played the C major scale, you'll notice that I skipped over all of the black keys. What that does is it causes there to be a greater distance in sound when I skip over a black key. We call this a whole step or a whole tone. And we've skipped over one single piano key, a black one. And then we did it again. We had another whole step. Then we went from E to F, and that's just a half step. So this has a different sound. It's a closer distance. And so this happens 3 more times. We have the whole step, the whole step, the whole step because of those 3 black keys that we've had to jump over, and then a half step. So this series of black keys helps us remember the pattern of whole steps and half steps. 2 black keys, 2 whole steps, then a half step, then 3 black keys, 3 whole steps, and then a half step. So one more time. C, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. So we can use the same pattern and build a scale starting on any note on the piano. So let's say we want to start a major scale beginning on the note F. So we'll start on F, we'll go up a whole step, which takes us to G. We'll go up a whole step, which takes us to A. Now we have to go up a half step. A half step from A is B flat. So notice I didn't say A sharp, I said B flat, because in a scale we won't repeat any letter names in a major scale. After our last half step, we're going to go a whole step, and that will take us skipping over the note B and landing on C. So then we need 2 more whole steps. So we'll go from C to D, and D to E, and then our last half step will take us back to F. So you'll see that we have a half step after the 3rd note and a half step after the 7th note. So 3rd note and 7th note. You might want to remember those 2 numbers for when we talk about the pentatonic scale. Are you frustrated with watching random YouTube videos without a clear learning path, or using apps that leave you confused about music theory? This is why I created Piano Video Lessons, a free, self-paced beginner course that gives you everything you need to truly learn and understand how to play piano. Check the video description for the playlist links. Now, another related scale that we often hear of is the minor scale. And there's a few different kinds of minors, but let's just focus on the first minor. This is the minor that we call the natural minor. So the natural minor scale uses the same pitches as the major scale, but instead of starting on the first pitch of the scale, it starts on the 6th pitch. So in the C major scale, the 6th pitch is A. So if we start a scale on A, we have a minor scale. This is called a natural minor scale. There's a harmonic minor and a melodic minor, but right now we're just going to think about this natural minor. And all we did was think of the notes of a major scale and start playing them starting on the 6th pitch. So let's say I want to make a C minor scale, and I want to build this on the 6th note of a major scale. So how do I exactly go about this? How do I figure out which key to use? Well, you're going to go up 3 half steps. So the minor key is 3 half steps below the starting note of the major key. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to take us to the note E flat. So E flat would be our major key that we're working from. Now we're going to go up whole, half, whole, half. So let's do it. We're going to have whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And you can see that we have incorporated E flat, A flat, and B flat into this scale. So now we only have to start on the note C and play through this series of notes. C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and C. That is our C natural minor scale.